Welcome back to another week in my life. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a third-year PhD student in History and African American Studies. Today is the last semester here on campus at Yale before I head off to England for field research in the archives. I am so excited. I am starting to teach a new class this semester with my advisor. There's a class that I'm going to be auditing. I need to pass my comprehensive exams. I also need to defend my prospectus, so it's going to be a jam-packed semester, but I'm very excited. Here, it's my last couple of months living in this apartment, and I just want to soak it up and I want to document as much as possible, which means as many YouTube videos as I can possibly manage, as well as Instagram and TikTok content. So if you're not following me over on Instagram or TikTok, then go ahead and check out all the links down below. This morning, I am hyped up on coffee. If you cannot tell, I did a little workout. I'm doing a bit of admin, and I'm about to head over to campus for the first class of the day. I have a lecture course that I teach the section for. There are 2 TFs for this class. I believe there's around 30 students. It is a very writing heavy course, so I'm gonna have a lot of grading, but I'm excited to meet the students. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pack up and let's get to campus. All done with the first lecture and had a meeting with my advisor to discuss the class and also to talk about the dissertation and timelines and when I'm taking orals and everything. And we have a date. I'm taking my oral exams in early March. I need to go check with the other examiners, but I'm very excited and very nervous. But we're making it through, guys. Year 3, we are almost to candidacy. We are almost there, and I'm just so excited. I am just gonna go over to Commons, and I lost my ID card, so I'm gonna see if I can actually get food with a debit card. So pray for me. Now for a quick message about the sponsor of today's video, which is none other than my favorite, Notion. I have been using Notion for years now. I have talked about it nonstop. I have Notion templates that I've created. I use Notion to operate my team at Accepted. I use it for my own life, my academics. I use it for taking notes and keeping all of my sources organized for my dissertation. It is the most comprehensive and versatile app for your day-to-day life and for you to succeed as a student or as an entrepreneur. And as you'll see throughout this video, I use Notion in my day-to-day as my way of project managing, of maintaining my goals, and also just having these visual resources in order to catalog my notes on my dissertation and the archival records that I use. And I use the gallery feature in order to see what documents I am going to be citing. And as a student who's been using Notion since I was back doing my master's at Oxford, I have seen the versatility of the application develop and grow and have so many new features in order to link things, in order to customize the pages. And I just absolutely love the different database features. And I'm so excited that they wanted to partner with me on my videos. So if you want to set up your own Notion account, the link is going to be down below. I also have a comprehensive Notion template that I have personally created. It has everything from goal planning, your daily dashboard, habit tracking, things to keep track of your assignments, stuff to begin your personal brand, and everything in between. Without further ado, thank you so much to Notion for sponsoring the video, and let's get back to it. Oh my God, that was such an experience. Kaelyn Roberts is one of the best presenters I have ever seen in action. Honestly, I should try to set up a one-on-one meeting with her. She gave me some notes on teaching and her practices with teaching, and I'm just so thrilled that I get to audit that class. But now I'm heading over to the British Studies Center because I have a networking event to go to, and then back on home to get working for prepping for leading section tomorrow. has been a day. I am back home in my apartment with my boba that I got after going to the talk at the British Studies Center, and talked to my boyfriend for a little while, and am now set at my computer. I have quite a bit of work to do. Admin wise, I need to do some minor edits on a YouTube video, and then I have some readings that I would like to get ahead on for class next week. I am leading section tomorrow, and I need to send out an email to the students where the section will be held, and also my little section syllabus. I try to create a section syllabus just so that way there is a clear understanding about expectations and how it is that I view the classroom environment. And this is something that I did last semester during section, and it's something that I want to carry on throughout. I was also just so inspired by Kaelyn Roberts' lecture today and her teaching style. She recommended this book to me that I am not going to purchase physically because I am going to be moving to London this summer, and I'm trying to reduce how many books I actually have with me, and I'm going to be packing up my books very soon. But today was such a good day, and I am so utterly tired after a very busy weekend filming with the team and then jumping right back into school. But I have an idea of when I'm taking comprehensive exams, which means I have 7 weeks to finish preparing, and I am very stressed about it, but I'm also happy to have a little bit of an understanding and structure to how the semester is going to flow. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump on the accountability workshop for Acceptance Society because I just need some additional support and accountability as I get through my tasks this evening. It's just been a really good day. So let's just get a little bit more done and then wrap up for the night. Day. It is like noon and I'm heading to campus for a meeting. I did not have a very productive morning, just worked on editing a YouTube video when I was supposed to get up and work out. But I am on campus and I'm heading over to the history department for a lunch, and then I'm going to go to the library and get a little bit of work done. I did it. I survived my first section of the semester. I am so nervous. That class was so big. I only had 9 students last semester and it was broken into 2 different sections, and so I'm not used to having that many faces in the room. I think it's going to be a good group. I think it's going to be a fun class, and it's going to be tough material, but I am really looking forward to the semester ahead. It is obviously many, many hours later. But I taught my first class today this semester, and what I wanted to do with the class is just talk about my expectations. So we talked a little bit about the section syllabus and the general syllabus, and also to highlight what it is that I'm looking for and what the instructor is looking for. And really what I was trying to highlight is everybody bringing out their own unique perspectives on these histories and reading with a critical eye. So when you're reading historical work, when you're reading the secondary literature, being a tad bit skeptical and being able to decide whether or not you're buying the argument, whether you think it's well supported by the evidence, if you think perhaps they didn't look at something deep enough, or if they didn't ask the right questions, or if they didn't ask questions that you personally would find interesting. Just trying to highlight that that's what I'm looking for in the responses for the class, because every week they have a discussion submission that they have to submit on Canvas. But it was really good. I'm really excited to get to know my students a little bit more. I had a much larger section than I'm used to, because when I was teaching last semester, I had one section with 5 students and one section with 4 students. I was used to having a much smaller crowd, and so it was a lot of people. And I came home and I talked to London Boy and hung out with Katie and Chanel for a little while, and I did a bit of admin, and then I was going to do readings and whatnot. But I can just get that sense that I'm a little tired, I'm a little run down. I'm not fully burnt out. I normally on a night like this would just keep pushing and would just stay up late and do the reading. Maybe I'd go to sleep a little bit earlier than usual, but typically what I would do on a night like this is just keep going and try to turn over a new leaf and be a little bit more sustainable about the way I'm maintaining my energy. I am just so looking forward to the semester ahead. I just feel like I finally have a good amalgamation of things that I'm working on, and I have comps coming up and the businesses are good. I don't have too many clients right now, and I feel really good about the semester, and so I'm just not gonna push it tonight. I just feel like myself again, and it feels great. And I am going to go ahead and go to bed because it's about 9 o'clock, and normally I'd stay up till midnight, but tonight I'm going to go to bed early. I'm gonna read my book, and I'm gonna get some sleep. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Absolutely zero part of me wants to get up and go work out right now, but this is to show you and myself that we can do things even if we don't want to do them, if they are good for you. And I know that I'll feel so much better if I just go work out. So here's my version of accountability. Let's go. Got a good night of sleep. I am up, heading over to campus. I did my little workout this morning, made up my plan, and I'm very excited for a day on campus. It's a little rainy, so maybe we should have brought an umbrella. But regardless, we are off to lecture. It's gonna be a great day. Hope you're having a good one. And let's head on to it. I made a comment when I was leaving home earlier that perhaps I should have brought an umbrella. I should have known after living in the Northeast for 3 years, but the answer should have been yes. got out of class and my hair is frizzing like crazy and it's still raining, but I met up with Kaelyn Roberts after the class to just talk to her about research, and she had mentioned in her lecture on the Atlantic slave trade talking about medical practices of trying to discuss or like understand women's reproductive capacity. And as somebody who studies the politics of reproduction and the law of matrilineal descent and reproduction, I just had so many questions about the record and how it is that what things she's seen in the archival record. And she works more in the 18th century, as do many historians that study slavery for obvious reasons based on archival access and those kinds of things. But as a 17th century historian, I'm just constantly looking for any examples or anything that people can offer as recommendations. And now I'm gonna head on home. I've got a little bit of work to do. I need to dry off because I am soaking wet now. And then do some prep for next week because I want to get ahead on the readings for class. I have some prep I need to do for comps. I met with my fellow TF for the lecture course that I'm teaching, and he gave me some recommendations for how to study for comps. So shout out to him. And I'm going to go home and feeling inspired. So I'm just going to keep on going. I'm having such a nice little cozy night in. I got back from class and read a little bit of Donna Tartt's Secret History, and now I am doing some comprehensive exam reading. I'm reading Toby Green's A Fistful of Shells, West Africa from the Rise of the Slave Trade to the Age of Revolution. This is a book that my advisor talks a lot about, and it basically talks about the development of West African societies, Yoruba, the Wolof, and many others, and how it is that they interacted with Europeans on equal terms in the 16th century, and early interactions, especially with Portuguese ambassadors and traders, and what that looked like, and trying to dispel some of the myths around African identity and how it is that this idea of an African diaspora or an African cultural identity is really something of the 18th century, and it's really something of racialization. Whereas when European traders were interacting with different West African groups, they were interacting with ambassadors from the Igbo or the Yoruba, and they were negotiating the trade of goods and commodities, and that it did involve enslaved people and the types of enslavement that did occur, and trying to think about how economic history developed alongside cultural history and how it is that they are so deeply intertwined. I am really enjoying it. I think he's a really careful writer, and he is also a very clear writer, and I am just in the introduction, but this is a book that I have skimmed a lot in the past for comprehensive exams because this is such a central book to studies of slavery and of the Black Atlantic. I just want to make sure that I give it the time that it deserves and read it more thoroughly, especially because it is something that I am certain is going to come up on my exams. And I'm just sitting here with my little Musif, just enjoying a nice evening of reading. So I've just got a little playlist on YouTube playing on the TV, and I'm just gonna sit here and read for the rest of the evening. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually call it a vlog because tomorrow is Friday and Miss Ibsen is actually coming out because we need to finish filming the accepted consulting course, and I want to start editing the course, and I just feel like this was a really good vlog. It's been such a great week. I'm just so excited for the semester ahead. I feel good, I feel strong, I feel excited for the semester, I feel excited for taking my exam. Very nervous, but also looking forward for having to study and test my knowledge and bring it all together. And I want to incorporate more book reviews into my upcoming vlogs. I'm only gonna be here for a couple more months, guys, and I just want to record as much as I can and just try to soak up the experience, because I know that when I am abroad in the UK, I'm gonna look back on these vlogs and just wish that I really soaked it up and I really feel like I did the last couple of days, and it's been so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog and that you hit that subscribe button so you can join for future content. We've got a lot of fun things coming in the future, and I'm just having such a great week. So I hope you are too. And comment down below what it is that you got up to this week and something you're looking forward to in the next couple of months or this upcoming semester. All right, everyone. See you next time.